40 years ago, our planet was in trouble. Chemicals that people were using every day in their fridges, air conditioners, asthma pumps, and many other products were filling the atmosphere with gases called chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, and these gases were destroying our ozone layer. When scientists discovered a huge hole in the ozone layer over Antarctica in the 1980s, we knew we had to change things. In 1985, scientists, policymakers, and governments worked together to come up with a plan to help countries monitor their use of CFCs. This was known as the Vienna Convention for the Protection of the Ozone Layer. And in 1987, the Montreal Protocol on Substances that Deplete the Ozone Layer was set up to help countries phase out and eventually get rid of the ozone-depleting substances. Over time, 197 countries agreed to this plan, and the ozone layer started healing. But the story doesn't end there. We replaced the CFCs in our fridges and spray products with other substances, including hydrofluorocarbons, or HFCs. But while these don't damage the ozone layer, they turned out to be powerful greenhouse gases, which affect our climate. We needed to change the protocol to phase these out too. And so we added the Kigali Amendment in 2016. 3 assessment panels made up of world experts make sure countries have all the information they need to keep protecting the ozone layer. The Scientific Assessment Panel measures the different gases in our atmosphere and checks whether the amount of banned substances are going down. If they pick up a problem, they quickly let the world know. The Environmental Effects Assessment Panel looks at what happens to people, plants, animals, and building materials, such as wood. If too much of the sun's harmful ultraviolet or UV radiation reaches Earth. And the Technology and Economic Assessment Panel shares information about alternative substances that are not only ozone-friendly, but also safe for the environment. They also tell us about technologies that use these substitutes, so we can make better choices. With the whole world working together, we've been able to phase out 99% of all ozone-depleting substances, and the ozone hole is closing. But our problem is not over yet. We need to keep watching the gases in our air and understand what they're doing to keep our ozone layer safe.